made my plan or my class plan before I went to bed. Eso podrías poner. Si te das cuenta, el I had made habla acerca de lo que hiciste o habías hecho antes de ir a la cama. ¿Ya viste? Ok, vamos a hacer otra pregunta. Ok, everyone? Congratulations, Carlos. Good job. You did an excellent job. Your sentence was perfect. Okay? Let's try again, Diosentlin and Julissa. Okay? This is the question. What had you done? No, what had you studied? No, what had you studied now? What places had you visited last year before December? It's an interesting question. What places had you visited last year before December? Oh, it's an interesting question. What can you see? Please. Great, great. So what do we have? Julissa, I have visited Sao Padre Island last year before December. Perfect, Julissa. That is a fantastic answer. Great answer. Perfect. Then we have Carlos. I have visited Sao Padre. It's exactly the same answer. Okay. Excellent, Carlos. Good job. All right. Well, I believe you because you live together, right? I have visited Mexico City last year before December. Fantastic. Fantastic, Jocelyn. So that's the way. Okay, I'm gonna make a third question before we go to the homework. Well, what was supposed to be the homework that you guys didn't do. And then we continue because we still have many things to see today, okay? This is the last question for today. Um, mhm. Let's see. It's an easy question. It says, who had you texted today before the class started? Who had you texted today before the class started? Who? Very easy. It can be a WhatsApp message. It can be, messenger. It can be a text message. It can be anything. Don't worry. You don't necessarily have to have an email, or if you do, you can also write an email. Perfect. Let me see. I texted teacher Mario and my cousin today before the class started. Great job. I texted to an ex-teacher today before the class started. Excellent. Very good. I had texted a friend before the class started. Perfect, everyone. It's easy, right? So you see, it's not that difficult. You just need to analyze very well what you want to say. That's it. Okay? Excellent. So let's continue practicing. So this was the homework. No, this was not. This was the homework. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the home. You guys couldn't do the homework. Now, last class, I told you if someone had a microphone to practice the reading. You remember? And Diosentlin told me that for Monday, she was going to have the microphone. So, Diosentlin, do you have the microphone for today? Excellent. Okay. So, while Diosentlin prepare her microphone, I'm going to read the first paragraph. So I read the first paragraph, and you, Josephine, read the second paragraph. Okay? I'm gonna send you the invitation to open your microphone. Mhm. There you go. I'll start reading. Okay? It says, last Tuesday, Peter got ready for his interview with a company called Com. He left class and went to an ATM to get cash, but he didn't have time to get gas. He decided to get it early Wednesday morning. That night, he read over his cover letter and resume. He felt confident. He always brought good letters, and he had a great resume with a nice photo. He had paid a professional to help him put it together. Mhm. Are you ready, Jocelyn? Can you read the second paragraph? I guess not, right? What about you guys? Is any of you ready? Can any of you read or nobody? No? Okay, well, I'll finish reading. Oh, wait, Ulysses is reading, hopefully. Okay, good. Let's listen to Jocelyn. Just need to activate your microphone. Mhm. Okay, don't worry, Jocelyn, don't worry, no problem. Okay, we'll try it in another time, okay? Don't worry. Mhm. Okay, but that's good that you have a microphone. Probably in another time you can read. So have it ready, okay? Okay, I'll finish reading, just not to lose more time. Before going to bed, he got his things ready. His suit, shirt, and tie, his best shoes. He set his alarm for 7 and went to sleep. But his alarm clock stopped in the middle of the night and didn't go off. Peter woke up at 8:30. He left the house in 2 minutes flat. He didn't have enough gas to drive to Campucam, so he decided to take a taxi. Of course, they were all occupied. After 15 minutes, a taxi stopped. There was a woman in the back seat. She asked, "Do you want a ride to Campucam?" Peter didn't know her, but she obviously recognized him. Okay, everyone. So it says, why was Peter feeling confident? It says, he had written a good cover letter and resume. Number two says, why was his resume very strong? What do you think is the answer for the number two? Do you want me to help you or you can do it? You can do it, right? Try it. You can do it, everyone. You're very smart. I'm pretty sure you will be able to answer it. Not exactly. Any other ideas? Yes. Okay. He had a good resume, but why was the resume very good, Julissa? Why? That's a question. Why was the resume good? Who knows? Who remembers? Yes, Josephine. Fantastic. Congratulations. That's the answer. He had paid a professional to help him. Perfect. Good job. And Carlos says because a professional helped him. Yes, a professional helped him. But well, right now we're trying to practice the past perfect, right? Try to practice the past perfect. So your answer is correct, Carlos, but we're trying to practice the past perfect, okay? Okay, good job. Now in number 3, why did he sleep late on Wednesday morning? Why did he sleep late on Wednesday morning? Why? What happened? Why? No, not exactly, Julie. Who knows? Who knows? Who can give me another idea? Ah, no, sorry, Josephine. Not exactly, Josephine. Who knows? Who can give me another idea? Okay. What about you, Carlos? What do you have? Mm-hmm. Well, yes, your answer is all right, Yulisa, is perfect. The alarm had stopped in the middle of the night. Carlos says he had gone to the ATM. No, he slept late. When we say sleep late means quedarse dormido. O sea, no se refiere a que me fue a dormir, se fue a dormir tarde, se refiere a que se quedó dormido. That is sleep late. Mhm. So he slept late because the alarm clock had stopped in the middle of the night. Se quedó dormido porque la alarma no había sonado. Se había quedado parada, se detuvo en la mitad de la noche. Él no se dio cuenta. That's it. Good job, Julissa. Congratulations. Okay, next one. Why was he able to leave home so quickly? Why was he able to leave home so quickly? Mm, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Carlos? You listen. Yes, he had gotten his things ready. Yes, he had gotten everything ready the day before, right? Yes. He had gotten his things ready the day before. That's why he was able to leave so quickly. Mhm. Very good. Number four says, so five, sorry. Why didn't he have enough gas to drive to the interview? Why didn't he have enough gas to drive to the interview? So, everyone, what can you say? Hmm. Okay. Josetlin, probably your answer seems correct. Probably. But the correct one is he hadn't had time. No había tenido tiempo, right? Because we're talking about an event which happened before another event. Okay? Don't worry. Okay. We're going almost with the last one. We're going with the number six. Why did he have enough money? Why did he have enough money for a taxi? Why did he have enough money for a taxi? It's easy. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. But usually we don't say last night, but we're gonna see it later. We usually say the night before. Because what does like last night mean? Last night means anoche, right? Entonces, anoche. Y he didn't go, él no fue anoche, right? O sea, no fue anoche, right? Fue la noche anterior. O sea, de cuando fue el evento, no sabemos en qué fecha fue. No sabemos qué día fue. Lo que nos está relatando, no sabemos qué día fue. Eso no fue hoy. No, fue otro día. Entonces, como no sabemos en qué fecha fue, nada más decimos la noche anterior. La noche anterior a la que eso pasa. Entonces decimos the night before. Okay? Okay, everyone. Okay, number 7. Had Peter met the woman before? Yes or no? Had Peter met the woman before? Had Peter met the woman before? The woman in the taxi, had he met the woman before? What do you think? He hadn't met the woman before. Yes. He hadn't. He hadn't met a woman. Yes. Excellent. He hadn't. Yes. Good job. Good job. That's the way we do it. He hadn't met a woman before. Very good. Very good, everyone. That's the way we do it. He hadn't met a woman before. The last one. How do you think the woman recognized Peter? How do you think the woman recognized Peter? How? What are you thinking, in your opinion? Why did the woman recognize Peter? How? What do you think? How do you think the woman recognized Peter? Any ideas? Whatever idea is okay. Just try it, okay? She had interviewed him. Probably she had interviewed him, right? Another idea? You don't have any other ideas? For example, in my opinion, I think she had probably called him, or she had seen his picture, or she had helped him with the resume, or she had, I don't know, probably she had seen him in the company. She had listened to his address. Listened to his address, probably, right? We never know. Okay, everyone. She had seen him in the CompuCom, probably. Okay, everyone, for homework, you're going to do the second part, which is write about a strange experience or coincidence that happened to you or someone you know. Use the simple past and past perfect. Use ideas in the box or your own ideas. It says, for example, you can write about that you receive a letter or an email from a friend you were thinking about. Sometimes happens, no, that you're thinking about someone and then they call you and you, what? Oh my goodness, I was thinking about you. Huh? Or you run into an old friend on vacation in another part of your country. Sometimes happens, not that you go to another part and boom, you see a friend. It happened to me like once, or you had meet someone with the same birthday as you. Ooh, the other day I met a person with the same birthday. It's weird. Probably you found an item in a strange place that belonged to a friend, or you gave a friend or family member the same present that he or she gave you. Well, that had never happened to me. But well, okay. So you're going to think about one of these coincidences and you're going to write a very short story about what happened to you. Okay. I hate when someone has the same birthday as me. Oh my goodness. Me too. None of those things happened to you, Carlos? None of those things happened to you before? Oh, the birthday. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, I only happened to me once. But well, you're gonna write that short paragraph about it, okay? That's for homework. Okay, let's continue going. Okay, it says time expressions. Time expressions with the simple past and the present perfect. So there are specific time expressions that we use with the simple past, specific time expressions that we use with the simple present, and of course, there are specific time expressions that we use with the past perfect. Okay? So let's first analyze the past expressions that we use with the simple past. It says, you can use time expressions like this with the simple past to indicate completed time in the past. For example, I work on a farm yesterday, last week, in the fall, earlier this year, right after college, this year before last, that year before last, sorry, a couple of years ago at the end of July when I was 20. Mhm. You can use this, you can use time expression like this with the present perfect to indicate time up to now. Time up to now, which is not yet completed. Not yet completed. It says, I have a lot of problems lately, so far to date in my life up until now, over the past few years, in the last few days, since last year, since we last spoke. Okay? So, you see, for example, when we say the past perfect, we use yesterday. But when we say the present perfect, we usually don't say yesterday. We can say lately, we can say so far, we can say other things, but not yesterday, not last week, no last night. You remember that in the other activity you say last night? Well, last night we use it for the simple past, but not for the past perfect, neither for the present perfect. Okay? All right, let's see the next part. It says you can use some time expressions with both the simple present and the simple past and the present perfect. What are those expressions? Well, you can say today. For example, you can say I have had a lot of work today. or I had a lot of work today. Mhm. This week, this month, this year, for quite a while, for a long time, or recently. Example, we had some bad luck this year. When you say we had some bad luck this year, it means the year it's over. But you can say we had some bad luck this year. It means that the year is still on. We've been busy recently. It means that it says the speaker may not be busy now, but consider this relevant. He says like he has been busy, probably not now, but recently. Mhm. It says time expressions usually go at the beginning or at the end. This is very important, everyone. It's very important. The time expressions usually go at the beginning or at the end, not in the middle, not in the middle. In Spanish, we can say, yo ayer trabajé todo el día, but in English, not. In English, you can say, yesterday I worked the whole day, or I worked the whole day yesterday. You cannot say I worked yesterday the whole day. That is not correct. Mhm. Example, yesterday I ran into an old friend. I ran into an old friend yesterday. You cannot say I ran yesterday into an old friend. You cannot say that. Mhm. Sorry. Use for with a period of time and use since for a phrase or clause which gives you a point in the time. We have for and we have since. We always use for when we remain a period of time. For 2 years, for 3 years, for 4 months, for 5 months, for 1 week, for 2 weeks, etc. A period of time. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 15 minutes, etc. But you use since when you talk about a point in the time. Example, since 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, since last month, since 3 days ago, since this morning, since last year, a point, a specific point in the time. Mhm. I always say that for is when you talk about quantity. Mhm. And then you use since when you talk about dates. I always say that. Mhm. For example, I've lived home for many years. I live here for many years, but you can also say I live here since 1995 or since I was a child. Mhm. Common errors. It says, do not put time expressions between the verb and the object. That's not correct. We bought a new television last week is correct. We bought last week a new television is not correct. You don't use the time expression in the middle. You use it before or after. At the beginning or end, not in the middle. Another, avoid putting time expressions above except recently between the subject and the verb. Example, she got married after college, not she got after college married. You see? She got married right after college, at the end. She right after college got married, in the middle? No. Okay? Okay, everyone? Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Mhm. Okay, we're going to complete this activity. It's very easy. I'm going to help you with the first one. It says, my sister moved to Chicago earlier this year, and so far things have gone pretty well for her. What's great is that she, right after she got there, she what? Ella encontró o ella ha encontrado. Is that a completed action or is that an action which continues up to now? This action is completed because you only find something. You find it and that's it. So in this case should be she found. She found. Yes, thank you, Josephine. She found a job right after college. Number two, my parents, my parents, or a lot over the past few years. Over the past few years. What do you think? That would be something completed or something that goes up to now? Yes, it's something that comes up to now. Thank you, Josephine. So my parents have traveled like this. Mhm. Thank you. My parents have traveled a lot over the past few years. Today, they find different countries. Is that something completed or is that something that can continue up to now? Should be visited or have visited? What do you think? Actually, it's not completed because it says up to date, a la fecha. So it means that it's up to now. Mhm. It's up to now, up to date. So they can continue visiting more countries. So it should be up to now they have visited. Now you can see the time expressions. You can see them. If you see the time expressions above, mhm, you can see over here that we have over the past few years. And we have here up until now. You see? And those are expressions we use for the present perfect. They have visited 5 different countries. The year before last, they to South Africa. What do you think? They took is something completed or they have taken is something up to now? What do you think? Yes, they took. They took. Yes, they took. Thank you. They took. Mhm. They took a trip to South Africa, right? I said America. Number three, I extremely busy the last few days. I was or I have been. I have been. Yes. I have been. Yes. Yes. Then, in the last few days, I not have a minute to take a break up, or I, what do you think? I have not had, or I didn't have, up until now. Look at the time expression, up until now. I have not have, I have not had, sorry, or I didn't have. Yes, I haven't had. Yes, Julie. That's right. Okay, can you guys continue with the last two? No, sorry, the last three, number 4, 5, and 6. Can you do the next one, number 4? Can you send the answers for number 4? What do you think for number 4, everyone? So can you write all the answers, please? Can you write the answers for the number 4, please? So everyone, is it difficult? No. Good. Let me check your listas. Okay. Okay, everyone. I'll help you. Okay. Well, um, good job, Julissa and Carlos. Not all of your answers are correct. Not all of them are correct, but let's check it together, okay? Number 4. My best friend has, Julissa, has, because he's my best friend. You see? No have, has. Mhm. So my best friend has had some bad luck since he finished school. Last year, for example, he lost his job and he was out of work for a long time. Estuvo sin trabajo mucho tiempo, pero eso ya se acabó. Ahora ya tiene otro trabajo. So he was. He has another job now, but the thing is that he hasn't been, been, he hasn't been happy with it recently. That was for number 4. Now let's go for number 5. I was pretty lucky. No, sorry. I have been pretty lucky since I got this job. The really amazing thing is that I have gotten 2 raises so far. That's for number 4. Have been, have gotten, or have got, you can say. Number 6. A lot of things have happened in my life since we last spoke. First of all, I met someone wonderful in the spring, and in fact, we got married last month. That was for number 6. Excellent for Carlos. The number 6 was perfect. And well, Josephine, the number 4 has because it's he. Mhm. Well, okay, everyone. Okay, we need to get going, so we're going to go to the next part. Okay, it's important that you guys also practice with your homeworks. Okay, because these activities are very important and are a part of practice. You need to read carefully. Read carefully. You know, in the exam, the majority of mistakes is because we don't read carefully. We need to read carefully. Lean muy bien. Estos errores, por ejemplo, de have y has, son errores que se pueden evitar. Sí, sí, Diosentín, ¿no ves que dice my best friend? Dice mi mejor amigo. Y dice, es un singular. Si fuera plural, sí sería have, pero como es singular, es has. Son errores que se pueden evitar y que en el examen a veces también pasa, de que errores que se pueden evitar los cometemos porque no leemos con cuidado. Tenemos que leer cuidadosamente. Okay? All right. Let's try the following activity. Okay, everyone? Let's go. Because, wow, time flies, not? I don't know, time flies. When I am with you guys in class, it's like this. 2 hours is like this. Okay, let's check it out. It says time expressions with a past perfect. And we have some time expressions here. It says, already. It says, you can use the following time expressions with the past perfect. Already, still, yet. Do you guys know the meaning of already, still, and yet? Do you guys know the meaning? Yes. Still no. Okay, when we say already means ya, ya. De ya terminé, ya fui, ya hice, ya. Still means todavía, and yet means aún. Okay? All right. So we have, by the time I got to the restaurant, most people had already eaten. Had already eaten. Ya habían comido. When I left for class, I still hadn't completed my assignment, so I finished it on the bus. I still hadn't completed. Todavía no había terminado. My best friend hadn't arrived yet. No había llegado aún. Hadn't arrived yet. Okay. It is important to pay attention on the position of the words. Look, we use already, we use it between had and, well, between the auxiliary and the verb. We use had, then we use already, and then we use the verb. You see? Still, we use still in between the pronoun or the person and the auxiliary. We have the person, then we have still, and then we have the auxiliary. You see? Yet. We use yet after the verb. We use the person, the auxiliary, the verb, and then we use yet. Usually it's at the end of the sentence. That is important. Where does it go? Okay? Okay. Then we have not until after. Not until after. It says until after. You know what is until after, everyone? You know it? Yes? Well, we say not until after would be no hasta después. No hasta después. For example, you have I didn't find my watch not until after I have bought a new one. No encontré mi reloj sino hasta después. Hasta después de haberme comprado uno nuevo. I didn't find my job not until after. No encontré mi reloj sino hasta después de haberme comprado uno nuevo. Hasta después. Okay? Then we have by the time. By the time. Para la hora. O para el tiempo. For example, I was exhausted by the time I finished cleaning the house. It says, estaba exhausto para la hora o para el momento de haber terminado, de que había terminado de limpiar la casa. Okay? Never before, nunca antes. She was a great teacher. I learned things that I had never understood before. Aprendí cosas que nunca antes había entendido. And we also have earlier, anteriormente, previously, previamente, years ago, años atrás. For example, I got a stomachache for something I eaten earlier. Por algo que había comido antes. It was a problem I had previously. Era un problema que había tenido previamente. I knew exactly what to do because I had seen a doctor about it years ago. Sabía qué hacer porque había visto a un doctor, por eso, años atrás. You see? Okay. So we're going to put these phrases, these time expressions, in the correct place. For example, the number one is by the time. We have earlier, never before, and until after. These time expressions, we need to put them in the correct place. For example, Last summer, I took a vacation to Australia. I didn't know much about the country because I what? In this case, it's two words. I had never been there before. Excellent, Carlos. Good job. Number two, a month before I left, things started to go wrong. I lost my camera and I didn't find it. What do you think, guys? I didn't find it until after. Until after I had bought a new one. Mhm. Thank you, something. Very good. Next one. I finally found my old camera in my suitcase. I put it there. I had put it there, sorry. What do you think? Earlier. Perfect. Earlier. Perfect. And the last one. The week before the trip, my boss gave me an urgent project to complete. I was exhausted. It's very easy. By the time. Thank you. By the time. Okay, everyone. Number 5, 6, 7, and 8 is up to you. Can you answer number 5, 6, 7, and 8 by yourself, please? Go ahead and answer 5, 6, 7, and 8, please. Now you need to use already, previously, still, and yet. Please, everyone. How should it be? Thank you, Josephine. Let's wait a little bit for Carlos and Julie. Great job, everyone. Excellent. Let's check. So all of you have almost the same answers, right? Except for Carlos. Let's check. The day I left, I felt stressed because I Still, yes. I still hadn't packed my suitcase. Excellent job, everyone. It took a long time to fit everything in. A friend of mine dropped me in the airport. He'd driven there a few times previously. Previously, yes. It should be previously. The number six should be previously. Carlos, sorry. So he thought he knew the way, but he got lost. By the time he got to the gate, most of the passengers had already boarded. Good job. The plane. Luckily, they hadn't closed the gate yet. Perfect. Excellent. Good job, everyone. It's the way we do it. Okay? All right. Well, you have to do some homework about this. You have to do some homework about this. And that homework, it's important because we cannot, be all the time with the same activities. We have to be going to different topics. So right now, we're going to stop right here with this topic. Before we go on to the following topic, I want to make you 3 questions or 4 questions, okay? I want you to tell me your answers. I want you to write your answers, okay? The first question is, when we want to say, when we want to say mhm, something, an action or an event, which is already completed in the past, what tense do we use? When we want to say something completed in the past, what tense do we use? Simple past. Thank you, Julissa. That's right. Okay? When we want to say something that happened, an action, an event that happened before another action or event in the past, so there is a past action event and then another past action event before. When we want to talk about the action event that happened before another action in the past, what tense do we use? What do we use? Past perfect. Thank you. Yes, that's right. We use past perfect. Yes, that's right. When we want to talk about, when we want to talk about uh, mm, event which happened mhm, before, no, sorry, which happened in the past, but that can be repeated up until now, what tense do we use? Present perfect. Thank you. Next, what is the auxiliary verb for past perfect? Had. And what is the auxiliary verb for present perfect? have or has. Excellent. When we say the past perfect and the present perfect, the bear goes, the main bear goes in what form? Simple form? Present form? What form? The past participle form. Yes, that's right. The past participle. Excellent. Okay. Um, I guess with those questions is okay. Do your homework, please, everyone. If you have any doubt, if you have any question, or if you want to practice this more, you can tell me. I can send you more activities so you can practice more. Okay? Now, in the exam, probably we're not going to have like 10 questions about this. No, in the exam, probably we're going to have only like 3 or 4 questions about this. But it's important that we are ready and that we know. Okay? So far, so good, everyone. Any doubt or question before we move to the next topic? No. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, the next topic is a very important topic. It is the difference between will and going to. Sometimes we don't see the difference. We don't realize about the difference. Sometimes we say will, we say going to, and we say it in the same way. Because in Spanish, it's the same that I say, yo voy a ir a la escuela, that I say, yo iré a la escuela. It's the same. In English, not. In English, we use will for a specific case, and we use going to for a specific case. Here you have this explanation. This explanation says, what's the difference? Will and going to. Will. We use will plus an infinitive. It means plus a verb. When we make a decision at the moment of speaking. So you don't plan your decision. You are right there and you say like, oh, I will do this. It's a decision made at the moment. Like, boom, right out of the blue, you say, I want to do this. Okay? For example, there's no milk. And you say, really? In that case, I'll go and get some. So you didn't know, but in that moment you decide that you will go and get some milk. You see? Now, going to. We use going to for a decision that we made before the moment of speaking. Before, for example, there's no milk. I know I'm going to go and get some when this TV program finishes. I know. So I previously had seen that there was no milk. And I decided that I was going to go. So I said, I know I'm going to go and get some. You see? Will, decisions made at the moment. Going to, decisions made before. Okay? Next, will. We use will when we make a prediction based on opinions. It's my opinion. I have no support. I have no facts to support me. I have nobody to back me up. I only think that that will be. Okay? And I say, I think the conservative will win the next election. Or I think this year will be very hot. But I have no idea. It's just my opinion. So I said, I will. It's just my opinion. I said, I will. When you have a backup, when you have a support, and you make a prediction, but you have a support, then you use going to. For example, a prediction based on something we can see or we can hear now. So you have a support. It's not your opinion. You can see it. You can hear it. You say the conservatives are going to win the election. They already have most of the votes. They have the votes. So you have your support. All right? We use will for future facts. Future facts. What does it mean? It means that is true. It's for sure. It's a fact. For example, the sun will rise tomorrow. Tomorrow the sun will rise. Tomorrow it will be Tuesday. It's a fact. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. This weekend will be, this Saturday will be July 6th. It's a fact. You cannot change that. Okay? You use also will for promises, requests, refusals, or offers. I'll help you tomorrow if you like. Or when the question, no, will you marry me? With that question, will you marry me? Refusals says no. For example, it says, are you coming to the party? No, I won't go. I won't go. I won't do it. You negate, you refuse to do it. Okay? We have other examples. It says, the phone rings. In that moment, the phone rings and she says, I'll get it. Sorry, she says, I'll get it. Then, if you say, I'm going to get it, it's very strange because it means that it makes sounds that it sounds like you've only just decided that minute at that minute. Sorry. If you say I'm going to get it, it's very strange because it makes us think that Julie knew the phone was going to ring. So she knew it. No, I mean, she doesn't know the future. Next, I'm going to go on holiday next week. If you say I'll go on holiday next week, makes sounds like you've only decided that right out of the blue. Like to make this clear, we use going to when we have a plan or an intention. And we use will when we're not secure or we decide at the moment. You see? All right. Other points about the future. Sometimes we can also use the present continuous tense. For example, when we want to express definite future arrangements. So it's an arrangement. We agree on something. For example, we are having classes this Wednesday. We are having classes on Wednesday. It's an arrangement. It's an arrangement. Ya lo acordamos. It's an arrangement. So when it is an arrangement, we can use present continuous. I'm visiting my dad tomorrow. It's an arrangement. I agree with my dad. I'll see him tomorrow. It's an arrangement. You see? Often it doesn't really matter if we choose be going to or the present continuous in the following example, there's a really very little different on the meaning. For example, I'm going to the cinema. I'm going to go to the cinema. You say, I'm going to go to the cinema, it means that you have the plan. I'm going to the cinema means that you make the friends. Usually, when you talk about your friends or your family going with you, you say, I'm going. For example, I'm going out with my friends. It's an arrangement. If you say, I'm going to go out, then you can say, it's a plan. Okay? We use the present simple tense in two cases. First, we use it for timetable event in the future, like public transport or the start of a class. For example, the train leaves at 6, or his class starts at 9. So when it is a schedule, we can use the simple present. Only for the schedules. Second, we use after sentence words when the sentence has a future meaning. These words are before, after, as soon as, until when. For example, I'll call you when I get home. Te llamo cuando llegue a casa. She's going to study after she finishes dinner. Va a estudiar después de terminar la tarea. Please drink some water as soon as you complete the race. Okay? So far so good, everyone? Is it clear? Okay, so tell me, when you make decisions at the moment, what do you use? Yes. Yes. Well, yes. When you talk about an arrangement, what do you use? A future arrangement. For future arrangements, what do we use? No, not going to. For arrangement, it's not going to. What is it? Yes, we use the present continuous. Present continuous, everyone. Present continuous, yes. Thank you, Discipline. When we talk about decisions made before, I mean plans that we made before, what do we use? Going to. When we talk about predictions with no support, what do we use? And when we talk about predictions that we have support, what do we use? Yes, we use the going to. Yes. Yes, everyone. Perfect. Oh, okay, we're going to do one activity quickly. We still have 5 minutes. So we can do this activity very quickly before you guys finish your class today. That way. It's very easy. We need to complete the sentences with will or going to. For example, we don't have any bread. I know. I get some from the shop. What should I say there? If you say I know, it's because you noticed that you have that plan. So you made that decision before. So what should you say? Yes, you say I am going to get some from the shop. Yes, thank you. Number two, we don't have any bread. Really? Number two, what should you use? Number two, what should you use for number two, everyone? Yeah. I will get some from the shop then. Yes, will. Yes, thank you. Number four, I'm really cold. What should you use? What? Sorry. What do you need to, sorry, it's number three. Sorry. Why do you need to borrow my suitcase? I, what? I am going to, yes, visit my mother. I am going to, yes. Number four, I'm really cold. The heating on. Continue with the others, everyone. Please continue with the others. No, all right. So what about the number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, everyone? Finish them so we can finish the class. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Ulysses. We're waiting just for Josephine a little bit. Number 5, Ulysses says, I don't know. Let's check it out, don't worry. Thank you. Number 5. Are you going to John's party tonight? Yes. Are you going to? I'll give you a left. The answer is will, because it's a proposal, right? Le está proponiendo a proposal. What are your plans after you leave university? It says in Africa, I leave on the 28th, so it's something, it's a decision previously made, so it's I'm going to. That's the answer. Number 6, number 7, the phone rings. You say, I'll get it. I will get it. Number 8, are you ready to order? I can't decide. Okay, I will have the stick. Number 8 is I will have the stick. Because she says, I can't decide, and then he makes a decision in the moment. Because I will have the stick. Number 9, are you busy tonight? Would you like to have coffee? Sorry. Sorry, I'm going to go to the library. I've been planning to study all day. Why are you carrying a hammer? It says I'm going to put some pictures. So this is going to two, ladies and gentlemen, because she's carrying the hammer. She's like he is going to do it, right? He has planned it. Those are the answers. Okay, we're going to practice this a little bit more next class. You have homework. Do your homework, okay? And I'll see you on Wednesday. And hopefully all of you can send me the homework, okay? Okay, you all have your homeworks. So I'll send you the video and I'll send you the today's notes, okay? And do the homework, okay? All right, everyone. Well, thank you very much. See you on Wednesday and have a wonderful night. Goodbye.